Have you ever felt the call to begin your spiritual journey, but at the same time found yourself doubting whether you were doing it right? Maybe you tried meditating and your mind wouldn't stop. Maybe you bought crystals, incense, or books, and even so felt that something was missing. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Almost everyone who begins the path of spirituality stumbles on the same traps. Mistakes that, although common, can delay awakening, create frustration, and sometimes even push people away from their essence. The good news is that when we recognize these errors, we can transform them into lessons that strengthen our journey. Today, you will discover the most frequent mistakes beginners make, and, more importantly, how to avoid them so your path becomes lighter, deeper, and truly transformative. The first and most frequent mistake is believing that spirituality is something external. Many people run to buy crystals, sacred objects, or exotic rituals, thinking that awakening is hidden inside these things. These items can serve as reminders and symbols. Yes, but they are not the source of transformation. The real transformation begins inside, through silence, breath, and presence. When you realize that your inner world is the true temple, the journey really begins. Crystals can shine, incense can perfume the room, but none of that replaces the moment you sit, breathe, and connect with your own heart. The second mistake is associating spirituality with rejecting material life. Some believe they need to renounce money, career, or relationships to be truly spiritual. But spirituality is not about escaping life. It is about illuminating it. Prosperity, when guided by purpose, becomes sacred fuel. Relationships, when lived with awareness, become mirrors that show us who we really are. Denying life is not awakening. The true awakening is integration, walking in the world with open eyes, but with a different gaze. It is knowing that each coin in your hand, each conversation with a friend, and each challenge in your work can be instruments of growth if you live them with presence. The third mistake is impatience. Many people meditate for a week, don't feel visions or extraordinary sensations, and think they failed. Awakening is not fireworks. It is a sunrise that grows slowly. Just as the sun expands little by little on the horizon, consciousness awakens in waves, sometimes subtle, sometimes intense. Every breath you take with awareness is a seed planted. Every day of practice is water for that seed. And when impatience whispers, remember, even the tallest tree was once invisible beneath the earth, germinating in silence. The fourth mistake is ignoring emotions. Some think that anger, sadness, or fear are incompatible with the path of light, and so they repress what they feel. But denying emotions is like covering the sun with a cloth. The heat continues to burn underneath. Emotions are energy in motion. Awakening means welcoming them, listening to them, and transforming them. When you embrace your shadow, your light expands. When you allow yourself to cry, scream, or breathe through fear, you open space for healing. Each dense emotion carries wisdom disguised in discomfort. The fifth mistake is seeking constant validation from others. Beginners often ask, "Am I meditating correctly? Did I really activate my third eye?" But spirituality is not a checklist. Your path is unique, and what you feel belongs only to you. Comparing yourself to others creates frustration. Your synchronicities, your intuitions, your sensations, these are your compasses. Trust them. Your heart knows the way better than any external instruction. The sixth mistake is believing there is only one true method. Some cling rigidly to a single tradition and reject all the rest. But truth is a vast ocean, and every tradition is a river that flows into it. Meditation, prayer, dance, chanting, or even walking in silence through nature, every path has power. What matters is not the technique, but the resonance. If it elevates you, if it makes you feel peace, if it brings you closer to your essence, then it is valid. Dogma imprisons. Resonance liberates. The seventh mistake is trying to walk alone forever. Solitude is valuable. It strengthens self-knowledge, but growth multiplies in community. Meditation circles amplify vibration. Sharing experiences expands understanding. Science shows that hearts synchronize when people breathe together. Ancient traditions speak of the web of spirit, where all beings are connected. Walking alone may be part of the journey, but connection is what sustains the flame over time. Here lies the revelation. These mistakes are not failures. They are invitations. Each trap hides a lesson, and each lesson opens a new portal. By recognizing and correcting them, you transform obstacles into stepping stones. Instead of barriers, they become bridges. The very mistakes that once delayed you can become the fuel for your awakening. So if you are starting now, remember, spirituality is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is not about escaping reality. It is about seeing reality with new eyes. And it is not about imitating someone else's path. It is about walking your own, at your rhythm, with your truth. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, which of these mistakes have I made, or am I still making? Just realizing them is already a step toward transforming them. Awareness is light, and light reveals the path. If this message resonated with you, share in the comments which of these lessons touched your heart most deeply. Your story may be the confirmation someone else needs to continue on their journey. And don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos, where we'll bring reflections, practices, and truths to strengthen your awakening. Remember, every mistake, when illuminated by consciousness, becomes wisdom. And every step, even the wrong ones, is still part of the dance of your soul's evolution.